Good evening, 4-3. Tonight we're going to start with Module 3, Lesson 24. I can determine whether a whole number is a multiple of another number. If we look at this multiplication problem, 3 times 2 equals 6. We know that 3 and 2 are factors, and 6 is what we call a product. And a product is an answer to a multiplication problem. If we go back and review about prime numbers, a prime number is a number whose only factors are 1 and the number itself. 0 and 1 are not prime, and 2 is the only even prime number. All numbers that are not prime are called composites. So a lot of these numbers that you see here in blue, these are considered prime numbers, because only 1 and itself goes into that. Those are the only factors, 1 and itself. So 7 is a prime because only factors it shares is 1 and 7. In order to be a composite, you need to be more than 2. A composite number are numbers that are a whole number that has 3 or more factors. So look at all the numbers that are in pink. All these numbers are composite, so they have 3 or more factors that can go into them. So factors versus multiples. Factors are the numbers you multiply together to get a certain answer. Multiples is the answer you get when you multiply a number by another whole number. So look at the factors of 100. 1, 100, 2, 50, 4, 25, 5, 20, and 10. The multiples are the answers you get when you multiply with factors. And look how many. And they can continue. That's what the dots mean, that this would keep on continuing. There's a lot more multiples than there are factors. So if you look over here, factors versus multiples, let's look at the number 4. 4 have these factors that have in common. This is a composite number because it has 3 factors. It has 1, 2, and 4. But once we start multiplying and using the factors of 4, we're going to get multiples, 0, 4, 8, 12, and 16. And those dots mean it keeps going on. So if I ask you, what's the third multiple of 4? That would be 12. 4 times 3. The fourth multiple of 4 would be 16. 4 times 4. And if we come over here and we look at the 10, these are the factors that 10 has. And now, if we're going to look at the multiples of 10, 10, 20, 30, 40, and the dots mean it keeps going on. And there's a nice saying that goes with the F for factors. Far fewer factors, and with multiples, many more multiples. So we're going to have more factors than we are going to have multiples. Multiples will have a lot more. So, why is 24 a multiple of 4? Well, first we're going to try to count by 4s. 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24. Let me circle that. The sixth multiple of 4 is 24. So if we go like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the sixth multiple of 4, and it's 24. And look at our multiplication fact. 6 times 4 is 24. So 4 and 6 are factors of 24. Is 24 a multiple of 5? No. Because if we count by 5s, watch what happens. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. And we go from 20 to 25, we skip 24. So that won't work. So 24 is not a multiple of 5. And if we try to test this by doing division, we get a remainder of 4. And if we get a remainder, then this number is not a multiple of 5. In the next one, it says, write the multiples of 5 starting at 60. So, starting at 60, 60 with multiples of 5, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and we'll stop here at 100. These are multiples of 5, but we started at 60. And the next one, it says write the multiples of 4 starting at 60 now. So we're going to start at 60, and we're going to start with multiples of 4. So 64, 68, 72, 76, 80, 84, 88, 92, and I'm going to stop there. But these are multiples of 4, and we started at 60. Is 48 a multiple of 8? Well, if we count by 8s, let's see what happens. 8, 16, 8, 16, 24, 32, 32, and then another 8 would bring us to 40, and then another 8 would bring us to 48. And that's it. That's the correct one. That's where we're going. Whoops. That is where we are going to stop, is at 48. And we know that since we're doing multiples of 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the 6th multiple of 8, and we know 6 times 8 is equal to 48. But the next question, it says, is 48 a factor of 8? No. 48 is a multiple of 8 because 48 times something does not equal 8. There's nothing that we can multiply with 48 to get 8. So 48 is not a factor of 8. It's only a multiple of 8. So is 56 a multiple of 6? If we count up by 6s and we go a little past by 56, notice that there is no number in here that's between 54 and 56. That means 54 and 60. We do not have a 56. So 56 is not a multiple of 6. 54 is a multiple of 6, and 60 is a multiple of 6, but not 56. So on the bottom it says, is 6 a factor of 56? No, because 6 times something does not equal 56. 6 times 9 equals 54. So 6 and 9 are factors, but there is nothing that's going to equal 56. Even if we tried to divide 56 divided by 6, and we did 9 and then 54, and we have a 9 remainder too, because there's that remainder, 6 is not a factor of 56. Following one is list the numbers that have 30 as a multiple. And check this out. By counting up by my 2s, counting up by the 3s and the 5s and the 6, I ended up with 30 as a multiple. All right, keep calm and try your best. I know you can do it. Is 36 a multiple of 4? Is 4 a factor of 36? Is 55 a multiple of 6? Is 55 a factor of 6? What are the first 5 multiples of 8? Starting with first 5 multiples of 8. What are the first 4 multiples of 9? First 4 multiples of 9. Do the best you can until you know better. Then, when you know better, do better. Have a wonderful night.